great to have you here
Yeah.
on Muse. I loved Madres. I thought it was a great, great horror film. What was it about the script that you were like, I have to be a part of it because it's so different from what I've seen in the past?
Yeah, well, when I read the script, I went into the end, and I knew that it was for real. And then I made my own research. I was, that blows my mind. And I knew the director was Mexican American as well. The writers and most of the cast, for me, was like, okay, I have to be. I need to be part of this. It's really important, but it's not just because of the I mean, personal or social things. It's because it's a really good story as well. I mean, the context is really important because without that context, you can't understand what happened with the characters. Yeah, and of course, because of the context, these things happen to them. But uh, at the end, it's not about the context. It's just the frame. It's just the frame of the portrait. The portrait is what happened to them. So I think the balance between these two aspects was really, really good. So I read the script and I said, okay, this is really well done. It's a really good job. They made a really good job with the script. They made a really good job with the characters because it's you can see that the director and everybody else, they know about it. They went through that, maybe not them personally, but their families went through that thing. So and that's really important, and I want to say thank you and congratulations to Blumhouse and Amazon, because they are giving the camera, the microphone, and the budget to the people to tell their own stories.
Yeah.
You know, because it's really important. It's cultural.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you have a good director, he can speak about whatever he wants. But it's better if you have a great director, and that director knows perfectly about what we are talking about. So I don't know. For me, it's a really good project. I'm exciting with this, and I just want that the people enjoy it as much as we enjoy it making the movie.
Yeah. And you played Beto, and Beto's moving into a new job with his wife into Central California, and into the farms, working in the farms. And I love your portrayal because it feels, and like you had mentioned about our stories. These are things that happen within our families, and where we, like for my family, I know my families where they started and starting in the fields. And I love the fact of how you portrayed it and how you portrayed you as Beto. It was so good. How was it
Thank you.
working and playing off of Ariana Guerra in this film?
She's fantastic. Seriously, she's fantastic and really supportive. And it's an amazing actress and an amazing partner. It's a really good partner in crime, and she was really sensitive with the story, but as well with me. She was really patient with me because my English is not the best, and 2 years ago was worse than now. So everybody was really supportive with me, and they understood what happened to me, but in a way I I I was able to took those elements, what was happening to me in that moment, making a movie in another language with just few people speaking Spanish, and trying to get there and make my best, do my best. So it it's basically what happened with Beto as well, So it was a kind of mirroring process, and Ariadna was so fantastic, and I'm really glad to work with all of them. They are seriously, they are amazing, and now I think the time is now to tell the stories by yourself.
Yeah.
and be part of this is really important because you know I'm a privileged man. I cross the border and on first class with a working visa, and I'm playing a guy who crossed the border in a different circumstances. And from my privilege, I'm trying to you know the most humble way possible
Yeah.
to 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 make this character to be part of this story. And I think it's all the circumstances are set to create new movies about Mexican Americans,
Yeah.
about this new third nation, because basically it's a third nation,
Yeah.
neither Mexican, neither American,
Mhm.
but everything together, and be part of that. I hope this is one more step in the way to create this identity,
Yeah.
this cinematographic identity
Mhm.
with the stories of the people who
Yeah.
crossed the border years ago, generations ago, or recently, and they have a lot of things to say
Mhm.
apart from not just narcos, not just kidnappers or corruption,
Yeah.
but about all the fantastic culture that we have.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing like I'm proud because I remember as a kid not seeing on television or even on movies people who were like me are telling the stories that I saw. And I love seeing how Blumhouse is pushing and allowing and to tell these stories and to see you like as a lead in a film. I'm just like, dude, this is awesome. And I get excited to watch it. What do you think about that? Like with Blumhouse taking that genre, because not just this film, like Bingo Hell, which is directed by a female Latina. What does it feel like to have that? That Blumhouse is saying, yes, let's try it. Let's put it out there and let's give it an opportunity.
They are really smart.
Mhm. Exactly.
They are really smart and they are really sensitive,
Hmm.
you know, because they know that it's important to speak about it. It's important to give the microphone and the camera to the people, different narratives,
Hmm.
different point of views, different stories. And that's those stories has to be told by the people who suffered those stories. So they are really sensitive, but as well, they are really smart.
Hmm.
It's a huge market,
Yeah.
80 million of Latins in United States,
Hmm.
80 million, and are the group of people who more hours in movies consume. Yeah, is
Yeah.
that correct,
Yeah.
that expression?
That's right.
Consume,
Mhm.
watching television or going to the movies. So it's a huge market
Yeah.
with a lot of story, with a lot of cultural and historical access. And so it's they know there are a lot of things to do with Latins, and I'm really happy and I'm really proud to be part of that. And it's important because representations count.
Yes.
So it's the time. It's the
Yeah.
time, man.
Exactly. And it came out yesterday on Amazon Prime Video, Madres. What has been the reaction? What have you been hearing from people and through social media and everything who could tag you, could actually interact with you? What has been the reaction to the film for you?
I've been far from social media for the last the last couple of months, but
Mhm.
yeah, I go there because I'm curious,
Mhm.
and the people is really exciting. They are happy with the movie, even the people who is not Latin, because it's not a movie for Latins.
Mhm.
It's a movie for everybody. It's a
Exactly.
movie who can be enjoyed by everybody around the world, but in the Latin context.
Mhm.
So I've been reading the reviews and the opinion, because the reviews are important.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand me.
Mhm.
It's important what you do as journalists is really important, but the opinion of the public is what it works, because we are working for them, you know.
Exactly.
So they're real people, the regular people, the civilians who are who are watching and enjoying the movie are really happy with this, and you know, this is really fantastic. Seriously, I'm you know, I never tried to be an actor. It just happened. I studied something else.
Yeah.
I've never imagined to be an actor, because as well as you, when I was a kid, there wasn't any actor with my color of skin in Mexico. No one. And the few of them were rapists or narco traffickers or killers or whatever. I mean, the characters, not them, the characters. So but now we are here, and you know what? We are not going. We are not going anywhere. We are here now, and now it's time to be listened for the world. So I don't know.
Exactly. Like, I was at the premiere for the film, and the one thing I looked at, because there was a diverse group of people into the theater, and I don't look at my community when I wanted to see what the reaction was. I look at everybody else, and they loved it. They were into it. They loved the way the storytelling was, and bringing real life situations into a horror film. For you, when you read the script and seeing these real life situations that had occurred in 1975 here in LA, and just recently a year ago, what did that kind of like give you a fire to be even like the pressure of wanting to be even better in the film?
I gonna say this in Spanish, because
Okay,
it's,
that's fine.
is the best way to say it.
Yeah,
Is I
definitely.
was when I read it, when I knew about it, I was really encabronado. You know, your blood boil, and it's like, come on, guys, because the real story happens in the 40s, in the second war. It was like, I mean, Mexicans, we are not better, because we are really racist, and we are doing a lot of awful things against indigenous and black community in Mexico. But when I read it, it was like, come on, guys, you need a hand. You need a hand, because you were fighting a war. Your best men and women were fighting in the front, and you need a hand. And these people give you the hand, and you sterilize them, and you cut them the possibility to have children, to have a future, because we work for the future, because we move to another country for the future. And the future is not just our personal future. The future are all our children, the next generations. And you deny the opportunity to these people to have new generations. Oh my God, that is evil.
Yeah.
That is evil.
Yeah. And Tenoch.
That scares. That is the real scary movie.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what made this movie so scary. And it's so good. Tenoch, thank you so much. I have enjoyed your work from your Blue Demon days to Narcos. I love it. I'm so honored to have you on Muse TV. I cannot wait to see what's coming up for you, because you're an awesome actor, man.
Thank you, Michael.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you so much.
And hello for everybody.
Definitely. Hey, thank you.